Hundreds of years ago, in a distant land, lived an old potter. He had a young son named Michal. Michal was very handsome and intelligent. Beth was incredibly lazy. He did no work, spent all the money his father gave him, and wasted his time wandering around. Finally, his father had enough. He gave Michal a set of armor and a sword and said, "Go and join the king's army. I can no longer support you." Michal joined the army as a patrol soldier, but his habits didn't change. He befriended a greedy old soldier and started writing fake letters to his father. He lied, saying he had been promoted to an officer, then a police chief, and finally a minister, all to trick his father into sending him more money. The old parents were so proud that they traveled to the capital to see their minister's son. During a royal parade, they searched for Michal among the high officials but couldn't find him. A soldier told them, "There is no minister named Michal, but there is a lowly guard named Michal who watches the palace gate." Furious, the father took Michal home in disgrace, tying him to the back of their cart. However, Michal's old soldier friend secretly cut his ropes, allowing him to escape into the forest. This moment changed Michal. He realized it needed to actually achieve something. Michal wandered through many lands and learned to play the flute so beautifully that people and animals would dance to his tunes. Eventually, he reached a kingdom with a magnificent glass palace at the foot of a mountain and a ruined, haunted palace at the top. The king of this land had a beautiful daughter named Andree. The king had set a condition. Anyone who could drive the ghost of the former cruel king out of the mountain palace and recover the lost treasure could marry Princess Andree. Many had tried, but none returned. Michal took the going. He first worked as a musician for the princess, who fell in love with his music. Despite the king's warnings, Michal climbed the mountain to face the ghost. Inside the haunted palace, Michal showed great courage. At midnight, a dark spirit with glowing red eyes appeared. Michal pretended not to be afraid, claiming to be the son of a blacksmith and saying ghosts fear blacksmiths. The ghost tried to trick Michal into opening doors, where traps, axes, and skeletons were hidden. Michal outsmarted the ghost by making the ghost open the doors himself. With every door opened, the ghost turned from black to white. By the 12th door, the ghost's punishment ended and its soul was freed. Michal attacked the remaining spirit, which turned it into a bird and flew away forever. Michal found the 13th room filled with unimaginable wealth. He had won. Michal returned to the king, showed the treasure, and was promised Andree's hand in marriage. However, he wanted to bring his parents to the wedding first. On his journey home, he was attacked by bandits in a forest. He survived by pretending to be dead. Though he lost his riches and fine clothes, he reached his village looking like a beggar. His father, still angry and not believing his royal stories, made him graze goats in the forest. Princess Andree, worried because Michal hadn't returned, set out to find him. She stayed at the same forest inn where the bandits lived. Being clever, she set a trap for the bandits and defeated them. She eventually reached Michal's village and found him in the forest, playing his flute while the goats danced around him. His father was shocked to learn that his lazy son was actually going to be a prince. Michal, his parents, and the princess returned to the capital. Michal and Andree were married in a grand ceremony, and they lived happily ever after.